Dawid. Lovely to chat with you first and foremost. Congratulations on signing for Yorkshire. Firstly, how much are you looking forward to playing for the White Rose?
Yeah, extremely excited. It's a massive club with a massive history. So to be part of this fantastic club moving forward is a massive opportunity for myself and a massive honour. So to be part of this and hopefully help them towards to win some silverware is a fantastic challenge, not only for myself but for the team as well.
What sparked the decision for you to leave Middlesex and come to Yorkshire?
I just needed a change. I'd been at Middlesex for 14 seasons. And after a while you sort of feel like you need a new challenge, and that was the only reason really that I wanted to move. I needed to be around somewhere else where the last sort of 4, 5, 6 years of my career that I was pushing myself to be a better player. You never stop learning. You always want to become a better player. And I felt I needed to move, not because Middlesex couldn't offer me that, but just because I felt like if I moved to a new environment where I wasn't comfortable, I'd have to keep trying to improve and keep wanting to get better. So that was the reason for my move.
And what was it then about Yorkshire that was the team for you to move to?
So the last few years when we've actually played against Yorkshire, Middlesex, they've been our biggest rivalries. We've had some great battles with them. They've been a tough team to play against. Speaking to them as well, they were extremely professional in everything they did. They were pretty clear on their plans. They knew the direction they wanted to go, and they were desperate to win. From what Gailey and Martin Moxon were saying, is they wanted to win trophies, and that's a massive part of my career. Is I want to win stuff. Where you might not win anything, but at least you're trying to win something and you're pushing towards winning trophies. So once I'd spoken to them and seen how keen they were for that, the professionalism, the way they've gone about their cricket the last few years, they've always been the team that competes across all three formats, and that's really exciting for me, and that was something that really stood out for me.
One thing that's often been said about this Yorkshire side in the last 2 or 3 years, and the word that's often used, is transition. They're a young side that are gaining experience with a hell of a lot of potential. When you come into this side, you now bring a lot of experience and expertise. I just wonder, what do you see your role being in this squad?
Tough question, actually. I think so. As a senior player anywhere, you want to come in and obviously leave a mark on not only the senior players as well, but also on the young players. You want to be able to help influence them in a positive way. That doesn't mean you're going to come in and pretend you know it all and lecture people, but if the younger guys want to have a shoulder to lean on or need any advice, that you're open to helping them develop. I've seen in the past when people have come to new clubs, they try too hard to help people, whereas if you just be yourself and help guys along the way if and when people need the help. So I think that would be something that I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, look, it's as a senior player, a lot's expected of you. You have to come and perform, number one, and it's I'd say it's almost the legacy you leave off the field as well in terms of helping the young players and the players that are here coming through. So I think that's the key thing for me, is to make sure I perform first and foremost, but also to the knowledge that I have to pass it on to anyone that actually wants to listen or cares about listening.
You mentioned the word at the start, silverware, which is something that a lot of the Yorkshire fans are really out there for at the moment. It's something that I know that the team are really searching for as well. You wouldn't come to a side, I imagine, unless you really thought that this was a team that could go on to win silverware.
Yeah, definitely. You look at the players as a county cricketer, you follow county cricket every week. You see who's doing well and the scores. And Yorkshire are always there and thereabouts. They've got a decent bowling attack, or we have a decent bowling attack, and we've got some good batters. I think Ruti's available as well for the first few championship games. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I think he's available for the first few championship games. So to have a nice strong team available, to give us the best chance in those first 5 or 6 games of the season. But yeah, I've always looked at Yorkshire and thought they're a balanced team. They play on a wicket that does a little bit early on, so there's something in it for batsmen and for bowlers. And it's a result play. So if you are playing good cricket, you can force results here at Headingley. And if you know how to play cricket, which the Yorkshire boys win a lot of games of cricket at Headingley. That if we can get that moving in the right direction that we could push for silverware.
You mentioned Joe Root there. The news broke that you'd be joining Yorkshire when you were out in New Zealand with England. I think Johnny Bairstow and Adil Rashid of the Yorkshire contingent out there at that time. Did they have anything to say about the move?
Dill was pretty happy. Bluey had a few dinners with Blue, and he was showing me where to live. Got a message from Rooty when he was on the plane, actually saying, "Welcome to Yorkshire, pal." So yeah, there was a few of the old Yorkshire chants by a couple of the boys in the changing room every time I walked in and things like that. But it was good. It was nice. It's nice to know a few people here as well. You know, I've played with Wills and Adil, Joe, Johnny. I played with all of them before, so it's nice to come to a place where you know a few people, and there's a few people that you look up to as well.
Well, continuing on the strand of England as well, I know that coming for you to Yorkshire will be a new opportunity for you, but do you see it as well as maybe a stepping stone for you to get back into the red ball fold of England?
Yeah, look, I want to play all 3 formats for England. Whether that happens is not up to me. All I can do is score the runs and put the runs on the board. You know, I still have ambitions to play Test cricket. You know, I've fallen down the pecking order with that. So, you know, coming here and hopefully with the new challenge of me wanting to keep challenging myself to get better and better, hopefully I can put that into performances on the field that can put my name back into that pecking order to potentially push for a place in the Test squad.
Is that bolstered by the fact that you'll be playing Division 1 cricket now?
Definitely, you know, it's the best competition in England is to play Division 1. You play at most of the Test grounds, so you play on better wickets than you do in Division 2. You know, which helps you come up against better bowlers as well. You know, and you want to challenge yourself against the best as a cricketer. You know, it's very easy to walk away after a year and say, I've scored X amount of runs, but you haven't really come up against the best bowlers in the country. So, you know, to do that against the best bowlers is something that I want to do, and I want to challenge myself. You know, I love the challenge of coming up against the best. You know, so hopefully it works this year. Otherwise, I'll go back to Division 2.
What now then for you in this recent times? I know you've just been playing in the T10, and I'm right in saying you'll be going out to play in the PSL as well.
So the Bangladesh Premier League next week. So I think I fly Monday or Tuesday. I think the PSL draft is tomorrow or the day after, but you know you don't know if you get picked up in these things. You're always hopeful, but yeah, like my winters over the last 4 or 5 years have been pretty busy. I've always been away playing either in these tournaments or for England. So you know, this one's not going to be any different, I don't think, or I hope it's not going to be any different. You know, and hopefully as I get a bit older, it can get a bit quieter. But yeah, look, these tournaments are really exciting. They teach you new things. They teach you how to deal with the pressures of being an overseas player, playing in a new team, which will obviously help me with the experience that I've learned coming into Yorkshire, in a new team where you will need to fit in and be part of the culture and the direction that the team want to move in. So it teaches you good lessons about not only your game but how to conduct yourself off the field as well.
Just finally from me, some really sad news that broke throughout the world of cricket last night or yesterday afternoon of the passing of Bob Willis as well. Legend on the field, legend on the screen as well, many will know. What were your memories of Bob Willis?
Yeah, obviously a massively sad day. He's an England legend, England hero. Yeah, I've never actually met Bob, which is quite sad. I'd love to have met him. I think he ripped me a new one on TV a few times actually, and on the debate, which was probably needed with the way I was playing in some of the games. But you know that's what you remember the guy for. For me, I've seen all the highlights of him playing, and he was one of England's greatest bowlers, if not one of the greatest. You know, so to not have met him is obviously disappointing. But you know, for him, what he achieved and the legacy that he's left, not only on the field and off the field, is a fantastic thing for all of us to remember him by. Yeah, great man. Sad for him to have gone so well.
Well, David, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. The best of luck during your time at Yorkshire. I'm sure we'll be chatting some more in the years to come.